Well, this is John. I'm the Charm City Property Dude, and these are the 6 most common questions asked when it comes to moving to Baltimore. You want to hang around for number 5 because everybody's asking the same question. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and we're going to get to it right now. Hey guys, I'm the Charm City Property Dude, and these are the 6 most commonly asked questions about Baltimore, and here we go. Number 6, why do they call it Charm City? Well, Baltimore City has been known to come up with a lot of themed ideas when it comes to promoting tourism in the city, and back in the 70s, somebody had the bright idea of calling this Charm City, probably back when crime and the city of brotherly love was already taken and crime was up and people would rather punch you in the head than have a beer with you. But Baltimore's always been the same. We love each other, we hate each other. We love each other on Monday, we hate each other on Friday. We punch each other on Friday and then we go grab a beer. So it's like the city, Charm City, and that's why I'm called the Charm City Property Dude. And number 5, why do they call the Ravens the Ravens? Well, as you know, the Ravens were the Cleveland Browns, and they had moved in from Cleveland, and they took a poll with the Baltimore Sun, which is the local newspaper here. Out of 31,000 votes, 21,000 said, hey, let's make the name of the team the Ravens, which then stuck. Ravens, as you happen to know, is a direct reference to Edgar Allan Poe, whose house is located right off of downtown Baltimore there. So that's why they call it the Ravens. And of course, just like Baltimore style, they get the toughest and meanest football players. They call it smash mouth football. So that's why they call it the Ravens. On to number 4. Why is there a curfew for anybody under 16 in Baltimore? Well, as you happen to know, that most of us older guys, our generation was raised by the street light. When the street lights came on, you had better be in the house. Well, what they found is a lot of the perpetrators of the violent crimes here in Baltimore City, the crimes happen after 11 p.m. and it is usually by those folks that were between 16 and 14. So they made a curfew. They also wanted the parents to take a little responsibility and keep their children inside the house. It works. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Number 3, why does Baltimore hate Washington, D.C. so much? I don't think it's really hate. I think it comes to the fact it's called the Battle of the Beltway. Whenever the now Commanders was the Redskins used to come to town and play the Ravens, which they're in different conferences, but they would, we'd always have the Battle of the Beltway. If you'd ever gone down there and say you were a Baltimore fan, people were like, oh, Baltimore. But it also stems from that down in DC, there's a lot of business types folks. If you go to the bar and have a drink, a lot of times people ask you, where do you work? And here in Baltimore, usually people go to the bar, they're wearing their Ravens gear, the pajamas or jeans, and they don't ask where you work, they ask what high school did you go to and how we know each other. So I don't think it's really a hate thing. I think it's more of a good-natured rival. You do have some rambunctious fans every once in a while, but I think good nature in general. Okay, so number 2, why is City Hall green? That's a good question. I actually had to look that one up, but they do the lights in green because they're making awareness to muscular dystrophy. As you know, they used to have the walkathon many years ago, and I used to be like one of the people who answer the calls to take donations, and they've done that for so many years, and I guess in participation of all that, City Hall would light up City Hall in green, and that's why City Hall is green. Number 1, why is crime so bad here in Baltimore? I think there's a lot of hype when it comes to media and elevating the hype as known to Baltimore, because honestly, Baltimore's changed in a lot of years. Crime's bad any city, you just have to have your city awareness with you. So what they found is, I'm stumbling here because it's kind of a convoluted answer. Between bad policing, bad policies, and non-enforcement of certain laws, certain areas of the city are still experiencing violence. But in all fairness, I think Forbes or the media just kind of hyped it. We're really like number 7 on that list of the most dangerous cities. But it really has been improving over the last couple of years, and it's in pockets now. They literally are pushing the different criminal activity away from the city, and it's moving on. Those are the top 6 questions that I get all the time, every day. So listen, I get a lot of phone calls from folks that are moving into the area just like you. I absolutely love it. If you ever call, text, or email me at the number below here, I will make sure that I return your phone call, whether it be day, night, weekend, I'll have your back. So if you're planning on making your move here to Baltimore,